2K Sports and the
That
PGA
guy's going to
Tour
play this tournament, or maybe two. Hopefully win them both.
Today's coverage of the Farmers
Hopefully I can play good as well. I've got my little data here with me, so I'm just going to mute my mic.
Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the
Like I say, thanks for joining. Don't forget to smash that like button.
I'm pleased to be following this featured group, as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Well, I'm playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for a par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the event. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Going with the 7. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This one's for birdie. It's on a great line. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that makes him tied for first. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Just didn't drop. Okay, time to return to the action. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Ouch, that hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently 2 under for the event. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
That's nicely done. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Unable to find the green on this one.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Should find the green. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, so close. Oh, that's too bad. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
A couple under at this stage. Currently tied third, just a couple out of top spot. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
And here we are with the third shot. Just one stroke off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And he needs this to save par. It's on a good line. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Ooh, that almost went down. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, they'll move to 3 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Yeah, that one will play. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Go on, get in the hole. Oh, well holed for eagle. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Ooh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back 9 to play.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
What's with this game and its replays showing the back of people's heads?
Still in the lead now after that hole. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11.
This green
hole in one, but it's a bit windy. Let's see.
There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Nowhere near. Maybe next time.
That should set up another chance.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Oh, 9-foot chance.
That was probably the worst putt I've ever done in my life.
These are on rails, looking good.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Thanks for hitting that like button, guys, by the way. And if you're not already, smash that subscribe button. I'm playing on mute at the minute. So I've got my little daughter with me, so just lets out random little noises now and again.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 3. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh my God!
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Playing their fourth shot. Oh, what a super shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Now 4 shots up after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
That's disappointing.
And coming up well short.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Looks good.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 15th. Going with a 3-wood here. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Not too sure what they were thinking. Too much club.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. 8 under for the day. Currently leading. Ooh, take that. That's quality. Putting for a par here. And the putt drops, now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that's 8 birdies today. He's currently sitting in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Okay, that'll work.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
This putt to get to double digits under the card.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Was that a good line? Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Oh, nice line. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Interesting choice of the driver here. Right into the water on that one.
I don't know what I was trying to do there.
Time now for the fourth shot.
That dog will hunt.
It's all come down to this. Hey, that's a chance. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen. This player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
Rich, a little bit of undulation change here at the opening hole.
The ball will be below the player's feet on this approach to the first green, so they need to take that into consideration. You might want to play for a little bit of a slice shot.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
This one has eyes for the hole. Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
He's currently tied for 8th. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par 5s, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Just 2 minutes, guys. I'll be back.
Wonderfully played. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Ooh. That'll sting a bit. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Here we are at the third. That's a good-looking shot there. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
Putting for birdie here. Oh, that's frustrating. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This for par.
That starts off on a good line.
Then down she goes. At -2, going along nicely today. Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Lovely effort, that. Second shot here on the fourth. Oh! Well, that was like a laser straight at it. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well played.
What can you say? Holing out from a fairway bunker, simply remarkable.
This putt for a spot in the top 5. Job done. Let's head to the next. To the top 5 he goes. Currently at 3 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Opting for the 5-iron. Well, that's a handy shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Like the look of this one. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Oh, well done. Playing from around 190 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
Going with the 5-iron here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
A chance to move into 1st place here.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Step aside, everyone else. Now number 1. Now leading by 1 shot. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Not the result they were after there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. And a par putt awaits him. Oh, nice looking putt. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Lining up the birdie putt here. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. He sits in first position. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Attaboy, good shot. This shot is about 140 yards out. He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Handy effort, that one. An opportunity for a birdie here. This is buckets. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's 1 stroke behind her rival in this event. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
That tee shot looks pretty good. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Choosing the 9-iron here. A quality shot, that. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 13 feet to the cup. It's got a chance for the par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
That was wonderfully done. And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Opting for the 9-iron. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. A 7-footer right here. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well done. Take the birdie. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh my. Will she be able to get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. First of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie, it's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Looking good. Good putt that. Now 2 shots up after that one. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
That's heading for the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
This is a par putt. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She got one back on that last hole.
that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
And here we are with the third shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Good shot there, Beamer. A birdie putt awaits.
Looking good so far.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. Currently in first position. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Playing from 110 yards out.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
That's some good golf right there. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Looking really good.
Okay, steady now. Our leader is up by 4 shots now.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Reach the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
4.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Does the ball go through a tree? I know in real life it wouldn't, but does it go through the game? Telling me it does. Should we try it?
Well, this could alter the line of the shot.
Okay, so it does for future reference.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Getting ready to play their third. And here we are with their 4th. Ooh, right by the hole. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Let's head to 7. One of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, come on, sit. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Yes, hold it.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee. Few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, what a shot by our leader. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event.
This is on a great line.
Well, you can start etching that name into the wall of champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, Mum. Alright, Mummy, I'm going to do one more. Mum, what did you say? I didn't see that. Have I eliminated what? Golf ball? Yeah, so I know what you mean. The only one I've got is red, and it's worse than the white one, to be honest. So I'm waiting till I get a better colour. I did use the red one earlier on, but I can't see the red one.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race.
How can you not see the white one, Mum, anyway, on green?
Coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth.
Have you got your phone set to,
good morning to Henny Koyak,
like in the settings, change it to the highest quality and make sure you've got it in the high quality?
This particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will...
Now if you tap the screen, there should be like a settings cog in the top right corner. Press that, and then it'll be right at the top. It should say quality, and then just change it to the you're looking for 1080p. That's the best one.
There you go, passing a drink for me, I'll drink it out. Bye bye, baby. Love you. Love you. See you later, Preston.
That's probably why you can't see it.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
This one's online. Just didn't drop. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. It's got a chance. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. From around 140 yards here.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one is chewing fiber.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
This putt coming up is for birdie. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Handy out of the bunker there. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5.
Did you find it, Mum?
Big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those two bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Justin Thomas, the major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it.
We're going for the brave shot.
When you need to.
Might mess it up, but we're going for it.
This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, it's a bit disappointing. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, well holed. That'll help make a big move. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
Now look how they attacked this one.
Canada's Brooke Henderson currently on top of this one. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 6-iron here. Not a bad play, that one. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And down it goes. And that will take him to 4 under. Oh, Canada. Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Well played, mate. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
That's just inside the range. And this putt to move into a tie for first. That is hunting for the hole. That's outstanding. What a putt. And that will take him to 5 under.
Myself.
Let's have another look at that one.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. And back to the play, shall we? The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but the safe strategy lays back before them. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently tied for first place. Going with the 8-iron here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
That was special.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That's pretty tidy. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will move him to 6 under par. And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Going with the hybrid.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
This one's tracking.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 7 under. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And from the bunker here. Oh, that's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2.
If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. That'll help your scorecard. Well hold. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
Sitting at 7 under, currently in the lead. Opting for the 5-iron. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
Never easy playing out of those fairway bunkers.
Ooh.
Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. Let's return to live play now. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently leading by 2. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt for par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That's not the shot he was hoping for.
Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table, the chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
This one might need to get down a little. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
How close was that to going down? An opportunity to make a par here. Go in. Well, that'll play. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now, and this player holds the lead.
Don't really like as close to wind. It's a bit. I've not got the grasp of the wind at the minute.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards, and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
Pretty good shot there.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Well, that's a nice line. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Leading by a couple after that hole. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Going with the 5-iron here. Great shot. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Looking good.
Oh, well played. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Going with the 5-wood.
They've chosen to club down here.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Didn't that look good for a long time? 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Putt is underway.
And that will drop in for birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently 9 under for the round. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. This shot from around 210 yards.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Opting for the 5-wood. A wonderful shot into 14 and sets up another look at birdie.
Gotta like their chances from there.
This would be a great up and down. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And back to the course with the live action. This putt to get to 10 under par. It's tracking. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. That's tidy. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
That was a great shot at the right time.
Heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
Found the green side rough. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
A bit short with that effort.
And here we are with the third shot. Ooh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Great touch.
Putting for bogey here. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Second shot here on the 17th. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
This putt for him to win the event. This one's tracking. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game, like me back in 2002.
And that second win was a major, if you don't mind.
I gotta say, Luke,
yeah.
Check Wikipedia. I'm awesome.
Doesn't that sum it up? Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Bit disappointing, that one. Henny, how bad is this lie?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Playing their 4th shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Putting for a par now.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
And he holds it. What a putt.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
He's currently tied for 15th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Breeze straight into him.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well struck.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, so close. And that should secure the par on this one. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Come on, don't be shy.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole.
Currently 1 under for the day. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Oh, that's a ripper. That's a super shot to get a spot in the top 10 with. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
This player is putting for fun.
Currently 2 under for the day. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Setting up miles from the hole. Ooh. Par putt coming up here.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
It's been a little up and down, but she's just 1 stroke back from her rival.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
One stroke behind her rival this week.
Come on, ball. Come on.
You can't make them all. Go tap it in. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied for 4th place. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And only one off the pace here. Ooh, that almost went down. 9 feet to the cup.
Solid little par putt here.
Oh, what a stroke. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. A par putt awaits. Yeah, you'll take that. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
This is Brooke Henderson. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Oh, great shot. Holes out for a birdie.
And check out this little beauty. Nice touch. Yes, sir. Gets it to go. Thank you.
The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt was about 8 feet.
He's got this for his part.
This looks good. Yeah, good job. Nice par. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting.
One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Luke, I gotta say I love your positive vibes, but unfortunately that one has ended up in the bunker.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of fourth.
This really looks good.
Not sure how that putt came up shy.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Here's Brooke Henderson. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Brooke Henderson. This rivalry could get interesting here.
It was on a good line. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. He finds himself in a share of seventh. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Going with the 6-iron here. Well played. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
This putt will move them to 3 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Big chance here. Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
just 2 shots back after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Opting for the 6 iron. And approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Oh, what a shot from the bunker. Okay, let's get back to the action. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
That's frustrating. That's disappointing. This one for bogey. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
So far, so good.
And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Going with the 7. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
This is Brooke Henderson. Oh, how about that one?
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
That's nicely done.
Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
I'm going to try a trick shot here and go for a bounce over the bunker. Wish me luck.
Getting ready to play their third.
It kind of worked.
3 strokes off the lead. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Little birdie look in here.
If it's up, it could be in. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Currently has a share of second place.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Not bad. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
Oh, what a way to finish the day. Hoping he can close out.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's not what they were looking for.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Currently -5. Tied for second place. How close was that to going down? Well, it's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66. Tracking.
And that wraps up proceedings in this one.
That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I am very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. Xander Schauffele currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, just missed. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
This is what they have left for par. Yep, tracking well.
Well hold. Currently 1 under for the tournament. To me, the short par 4 is the most underrated hole in all of golf.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, this should find the short grass. Second shot here on the 3rd. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 3rd. Looks good off the blade. Beautiful shot. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. Let's head to this lengthy par 4. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Taking aim from about 170 yards. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
That dog will hunt.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Wow. Okay, time to return to the action. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
Get in. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. And with that, they move into first place. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Whew. Really had that shot dialed in. Very crafty, that shot.
Such soft hands.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Not a bad line, this. And in it goes for the par.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And now at 3 under overall. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Second shot here on the 6th. You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot. He shares top spot. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. 8 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Good looking putt. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Wonderfully played. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by a stroke. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Oh, that's a bonus.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Wow, what a save.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That's tracking. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
This one might roll into the rough.
This sand shot awaits. Sitting at 6 under for the day, currently in the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Well, that's a good putt to hole any day of the week. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And back to the play, shall we? Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Come on, get down. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Yeah, the line was pretty good, but the length, that was loose. This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Sitting at 6 under, currently in top spot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Putting now for a bogey. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side,
comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
And here we are with the third shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Ooh, that almost went down. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par. This is a good chance. That will drop and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 6 under. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. He's currently sitting in first place. We have a par 4 on this one. That was absolutely murdered. Time for the second shot here at the 13th.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
On a nice line.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Still in the lead now after that hole. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. From around 220 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Going with the hybrid.
Going for less club here.
This is from miles away. Okay, steady now. And this one is for his par. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
Getting ready to play their third. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Leading by a couple after that hole. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Not a bad line, this one. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Going with the 5-iron here. This looks to be heading to the green. And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing. This is important. Big par putt here. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Just didn't drop. This next putt is for bogey. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Didn't that look good for a long time? Let's take a look at the current standings. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, this one's right at the pin.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Looking really good, this one. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And that will move him to 6 under par. He sits in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
Well done. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. Well, what a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, that was pure. Time for the second shot on the 18th.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here.
How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hole. A chip for the tournament. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And what a way to win it. Lovely putt.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week. Filling it up.
Moments like that deserve another look. And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. I know it was a bit of a long one. Baby's ready for a sleep now, so I'll see you later. Thank you.